Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into what you might call the architecture of operational synergy. Basically, we're going to look at how you can completely transform your business workflows. It's going to be a fun one.
But real quick, before we begin, please press the like button and the subscribe button. It absolutely helps us keep bringing you these deep dive explainers.
So, I want you to ask yourself a genuine question right now. How many different tools does your company actually use every single day? Think about it. The apps you open on your desktop, the million tabs you have running in your browser, all that software you rely on just to get your job done? Now, here's the much more important question. Do those systems actually communicate with each other? Are you, finding yourself acting as the human bridge between them?
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, when systems don't talk. 2, the cost of duplicate work. 3, centralized data management solutions. 4, a single version of truth. And 5, cleaner data, smarter decisions.
Section 1. When systems don't talk, the problem with scattered information.
Look, when your foundational information is scattered all over the place, mistakes aren't just possible, they're totally inevitable. Think about your everyday tools, scheduling, inventory, your CRM, accounting. When these business systems don't communicate with each other, you become that human bridge. And let's be totally honest here, nobody enjoys manually copying client details from a CRM over into their accounting software on a Friday afternoon, right?
Section 2. The cost of duplicate work. Multiplying errors fast.
Those gaps between your systems, they create massive operational craters. A fragmented setup demands all this manual transfer of information, which leads straight to duplicate work and, you guessed it, costly manual data entry errors. Someone accidentally types an extra 0, or maybe forgets to update an address, and suddenly, it's costing the company real money. On the flip side, an integrated system provides centralized data management. Fewer touchpoints literally mean fewer mistakes, naturally eliminating that duplicate work to drastically improve your operational efficiency. Now, this brings us to a quote that hits the nail on the head. This doesn't mean replacing people, it means redirecting them. I absolutely want to emphasize this because automation often sounds, kind of intimidating. But the goal of removing manual entry isn't to get rid of your team at all, it's to free them. When your staff aren't buried in mind-numbing manual data entry, they are finally liberated to focus on the creative, strategic work that actually requires human judgment.
Section 3. Centralized data management solutions. Pulling it all together. And this brings us right to the ERP, or Enterprise Resource Planning. Think of this as a modular, integrated system that centralizes your data management to maintain a single version of the truth. Instead of keeping up with separate, messy records across a bunch of fragmented platforms, an ERP ensures that everyone, from the warehouse team packing the boxes all the way to the accounting department crunching the numbers, is working from the exact same, completely current information.
Let's move to Section 4 and see how this builds. A single version of truth, process automation in action.
Just picture this brilliant automated flow for a second. Step 1, a customer places an order. Instantly, Step 2 kicks in. Inventory automatically updates. You don't even have to tell the warehouse. Next, Step 3, invoicing is instantly triggered in accounting without anyone even touching a keyboard. And finally, Step 4, the right people are automatically notified. The whole shebang is seamless, highly efficient, and entirely error-free.
Section 5. Cleaner data, smarter decisions. The ultimate payoff.
Accurate data isn't just a nice-to-have. It is the absolute bedrock of smart business decisions. Trusting your centralized information allows leaders to plan budgets accurately, rather than just guessing. You can forecast demand with incredible precision. You can objectively evaluate your team's performance. And crucially, it supports faster trend spotting, so you can take advantage of market opportunities way before your competitors, who, by the way, are probably still stuck untangling their spreadsheets.
Plus, better data simply means faster insights. Real-time dashboards completely replace the chore of manual report preparation. Instead of waiting days or even weeks for someone to compile a report that is basically out of date the moment it's printed, businesses can just access real-time dashboards reflecting current conditions. This level of immediate visibility, it gives leaders the confidence to make quicker, significantly more impactful decisions, instead of constantly staring in the rearview mirror.
But, we have to be realistic about growth. Operational efficiency doesn't just improve on its own. If you try scaling with fragmented systems, they literally only get messier and more chaotic over time.
Modular ERPs are a totally different story. They allow you to right-size your approach, starting exactly where the help is needed most, and they naturally scale as your company grows, building a rock-solid, reliable workflow along the way. So, I want to leave you with this provocative thought as we wrap up today's explainer. If fragmented systems only get messier as you grow, is your current setup actually built for the future? Or are you just building a bigger, more complicated mess? Integrated business systems are, quite simply, a smarter way to run your operations. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I highly encourage you to take a really hard look at the tools you use when you log in tomorrow morning.